You've recorded your voice in Audacity, and when you listen back to it, you feel disappointed. It doesn't sound anything like the audio you hear in other people's YouTube videos. It's nowhere close to how professional, high-quality voiceover artists sound. And if you're someone who listens to audiobooks regularly, your recording doesn't sound anywhere near that level either. So naturally, you start wondering what went wrong. What's the issue with your recording? And more importantly, how do you get your audio to sound like theirs? The very first thing you need to do is process your audio properly, following best practices. Only after processing will you truly understand whether your recording actually has problems, or if it's already good enough for the work you want to do. In this tutorial, we'll use Audacity to make the recording sound as good as possible. We'll go through a simple 5-step process, and I'll show you each step in detail. Once you follow and apply these 5 steps, your audio will be good enough for voiceover work, audiobooks, podcasts, and general content creation. In this video, I'll walk you through all 5 steps. I've also created a PDF guide that includes every step along with screenshots. You can use that PDF as a reference guide. If you follow it while processing a few of your own recordings, you'll quickly understand the full workflow. The process shown in this video and explained in the PDF works for professional voiceover, audiobooks, podcasts, and spoken word content. This is a generic sound better foundation process. If you'd like the PDF guide, you can get it by email. I'll put the link in the description below this video. While the PDF includes all the steps and settings shown here, the detailed explanations for each step are covered in this video. By watching the full video, you'll clearly understand how to apply each effect and which settings work best in different situations. So, let's get started with our 5-step process. The recording you see on the screen right now is a raw recording, also called the original recording. That means no audio effects have been applied yet. Let's listen to a few seconds so you can hear how it sounds.
Some people claim that all aerators are created equal. Well, we beg to differ. Ranchworks Pasture aerators are engineered with forged wrench tech blades.
Okay, now that you've heard it, your first reaction will probably be that the volume is too low. Your own recordings might be quieter like this, or maybe they're louder. But regardless of how loud or quiet your original recording is, the first effect we'll always use is normalize. Normalize is easy to configure and easy to apply. Normalization means setting the peak level of your audio. In a moment, I'll explain what peak level means and why it matters. To normalize your audio, select the entire track by double-clicking inside it. Then go to Effect, Volume and Compression. Normalize. You'll see the Normalize settings window. I'll reset it to the default preset so you can clearly see what we need to change. By default, the peak amplitude is set to -1 decibel. We'll change that to -3 decibels. You might wonder why we're using -3 instead of -1. To understand that, we need to look at ACX audio requirements. ACX standards are used for audiobooks, but they also work very well for voiceover projects. Following ACX standards helps you measure audio quality consistently. If your audio meets ACX requirements, it will sound clean, professional, and suitable for voiceover, audiobooks, podcasts, and content creation. Now let's go back to Audacity. You understand why we're setting the peak to -3, but how does that actually affect the audio? Even before applying Normalize, we can see this using an external Audacity tool called ACX Check. I'll use it here, though you might not have it installed yet. I'll put a link in the description showing where you can download and install it. A CX check shows 3 technical measurements. Right now, we're interested in the peak level. The current peak of this audio is -12.78 decibels. According to ACX, the required peak is -3 decibels. That means this audio is currently much quieter than required. When we normalize to -3, the level will increase. Keep in mind that these are negative numbers, so -3 is actually louder than -12. The closer the number is to 0, the louder the audio becomes. From this analysis, we know that setting the peak to -3 will raise the volume. That said, this doesn't happen the same way for every recording, and that's completely fine. The real goal is consistency. Setting the peak to -3 makes later processing much easier. Now I'll apply Normalize with the peak set to -3. Depending on your original recording, the volume may go up or down. In this case, the peak was around -12, so normalizing to -3 increases the level by about 9 decibels. You can see the waveform getting taller. That means louder audio. If a recording starts with higher peaks, normalization may actually lower the volume instead. Either way, normalizing to -3 sets a reliable baseline.
Some people claim that all aerators are created equal. Well, we beg to differ. Ranchworks Pasture aerators are engineered with forged wrench tech blades designed to penetrate deeper.
After normalization, I'll check the ACX values again. You don't need to do this every time. I'm doing it here so you can see how processing affects the audio. Now the peak is -3, RMS is -23.18, but RMS is still outside the target range. That's fine. We'll keep processing. Step 2. Noise reduction. Before we go deeper into noise reduction, I want to quickly show you a very fast way to improve sound, literally with one click. The waveform you see is still raw audio with no processing applied. I'll duplicate this track so we can compare the original and improved versions. Now I'll improve the second track using a one-click solution built from years of experience. I select the entire track, go to Tools, Apply Macro, and you'll see options like Clear Vocal, S Reduction, Interview Improvement, Podcast Improvement, and more. I have 11 different variations designed for different situations. All of these work directly on raw recordings. Let's choose a Clear Vocal macro. Instantly, the audio improves. Let's listen to the original and the improved version side by side.
Ready to level up your job skills? Skill Up New Jersey is a free Ready to level up your job skills? Skill Up New Jersey is a free online training program that helps you earn certifications and learn in-demand skills at your own pace. Ready to level up your job skills? Skill Up New Jersey is a free online training program that helps you earn certifications and learn in-demand skills at your own pace.
That's a big difference, and it happened with just one click. You can build your own macros using the effects I'm teaching in this video, or you can get my ready-made macros from the Master Editor shop. All the links are in the description and pinned comment. I've received very positive feedback on these macros. One user said, "I'm a huge fan. I was skeptical at first, but I installed them, applied one macro, and you saved me over an hour of work with a single click." These macros work not just for podcasts, but also for voiceover, audiobooks, and general spoken audio. Installation is very easy, and the macro page includes a full setup video. You can get the macro pack on its own, or as part of the Audacity bundle. The Audacity bundle includes courses, macros, and a custom EQ built specifically for your voice. That custom EQ alone can make a huge difference. The bundle also includes personalized feedback, so you're never left guessing. All links are in the description. Now, let's return to the tutorial. Noise reduction is optional. Some recordings need it, others don't. This particular audio isn't very noisy. ACX already shows the noise floor passing, but that's not always the case. After normalization, many recordings fail the noise floor requirement. This example comes from a professional voiceover artist with a great recording space. Most people don't have that setup, so let's learn how to reduce background noise. If your audio has constant hiss or steady background noise, noise reduction is helpful. Audacity can only reduce consistent noise, like hiss or white noise. It cannot fix irregular sounds like barking dogs, traffic, or people talking. Noise reduction in Audacity is a two-step process. First, you give Audacity a noise sample. Select a section that contains only background noise, no speech. Go to Effect, Noise Removal and Repair, Noise Reduction, then click Get Noise Profile. Next, select the entire track and open Noise Reduction again. Now you'll see three main settings: Noise Reduction in decibels, how much noise to remove; sensitivity, how aggressively noise is detected; frequency smoothing, helps prevent harshness. Higher sensitivity isn't always better. Too much makes the audio harsh and thin. For voiceover, a sensitivity of 6 works well. Frequency smoothing at 6 helps fill gaps left by noise removal. In many cases, 6 for all 3 values works well. Sometimes you need more noise reduction. If your noise floor is -50 and you want -60, you need 10 decibels of reduction. Never exceed 12 decibels. More than that causes noticeable damage. If you need more than 12, your recording setup needs improvement. I'll apply 12 decibels here. After applying, the noise floor drops from around -60 to -72. Audacity's noise reduction is limited. For advanced cleanup, third-party plugins are better, but this tutorial focuses on Audacity basics. Step 3. EQ. Effect order matters. Each step prepares the audio for the next. For EQ, go to Effect, EQ and Filter, Filter Curve EQ. We'll keep this simple. From factory presets, choose Low Roll-Off for speech. This removes low-frequency noise that doesn't exist in human speech. Human voice fundamentals start around 80 Hz for men and 130 for women. I'll adjust the curve so the roll-off starts at 80 Hz. This is also called a high-pass filter. Optionally, you can slightly boost above 4 kHz for brightness, but be careful. For now, we'll stick to the high-pass filter. Apply the effect. Step 4. Compression. Compression reduces the dynamic range, the gap between loud and soft parts. This makes the audio sound balanced and consistent. Go to Effect, Volume and Compression, Compressor. Choose the lead vocals preset as a starting point. We'll adjust threshold and ratio. For moderate compression, a threshold between -12 and -18 works well. I'll use -15. For ratio, values between 2 and 4 are practical. I'll use 2.7. Apply the effect. You'll see waveform peaks shrink. That's normal. After compression, the peak drops. That's why we normalize again. Step 5. Normalize again. Normalize to -3 decibels. This is the only effect we apply twice. Check ACX again. Everything now passes. Peak, RMS, and noise floor are all within range. This recording is now ready. Let's listen to the final result.
Some people claim that all aerators are created equal. Well, we beg to differ. Ranchworks Pastor aerators are engineered with forged wrench tech blades designed to penetrate deeper and aerate more effectively than any other aerator on the market, with a lifetime guarantee against breakage to back it up.
By following these 5 steps, you can dramatically improve your sound. This is a solid starting point for voiceover, audiobooks, and podcasts. If you want to learn Audacity in detail for professional voiceover work or audiobook narration, I highly recommend the Audacity bundle. You will get beginner-friendly courses as well as one-click sound better macros in the Audacity bundle at a discounted price. If you want to learn Audacity step-by-step, follow the card on the screen. I have made a detailed video on how to use Audacity easily and effectively.